Anything on a stick has to come off.
Yeah.
Ma'am, that has to come off the stick.
Pipelines in our neighborhood!
Frack no!
Pipelines in our neighborhood!
Frack no!
Threat from fracking in the Delaware River Basin is real once again. 7 years ago, we fought to stop rules that would have opened up our basin for drilling. At the time, there were over 10,000 applications for fracking wells in the Delaware River Valley, which would have taken more than 100 billion gallons of water every year and polluted them, would have destroyed hundreds of thousands of acres of forest. In fact, there's a test well about 12 miles west of here in Bucks County. And we fought and we won and we stopped the weak rules, and instead we've got a de facto moratorium in place. The problem is that moratorium could be lifted at any time. And one of the biggest concerns that we have is that there have been lawsuits challenging the moratorium where the Delaware River Basin Commission has played some games. We've also had a change in Washington where we now have a president that's promoting fracking and wanting to drill on public lands and off our coast. And so we are here to call on the governors of the states in the Delaware River Basin to pass a permanent ban on fracking and do it now.
Pipelines in our backyards? Frack no! Pipelines in our backyards? Frack no! Pipelines in our backyards? Frack no!
So how could we ever allow that to happen here in the Delaware River watershed, jeopardizing the drinking water supply for all of these folks?
Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now!
There's a window of opportunity by the gas industry and with this Trump administration to be able to push through an attempt to lift a moratorium. The moratorium is not a permanent protection. It can be lifted in a relative short amount of time. And that's why the victory we had close to 7 years ago, it was a temporary victory. We cannot always be vigilant. We need to ensure that we have a ban that is permanent, to ensure that a moratorium will not be lifted this year or some year in the future, because our drinking water is always going to be at risk if there is not permanent protections against fracking.
This is your water! This is your water! This is your water! This is your water! This is your water!
The drinking water source for over 17 million people, and not just New York and Philadelphia, but over 3 million folks here in New Jersey.
Planet over profit! 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 Planet over profit!
Looming threat coming from the Trump administration, who hasn't seen a fossil fuel molecule they don't like.
Don't drill the Delaware! 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 Don't drill the...
Governor Byrne had the Pinelands. Governor Kane had the freshwater wetlands. Governor Florio had a bunch of things, including the Clean Water Enforcement Act. Governor Whitman had the Open Space Initiative. Governor DeFrancesco, only in office for a year, did the Private Well Testing Act. Governor McGreevey had an incredible amount of strengthenings of water quality rules and most importantly, the Highlands Act. Governor Cody repealed Fast Track. Governor Corzine did the Global Warming Response Act. So now we have Governor Christie, and he has zero significant claims to fame on the environment. He's got 6 months. Maybe he's trying to set a record for lowest popularity rating. He's doing a really good job if that's his goal, but if it's not, it's time for him to reclaim at least some of his environmental legacy for the good and make this happen. And so,
Governor Christie's legacy so far has been to repeal the legacies of every other governor. He can either be remembered for sitting on a beach while state parks were closed, or he can protect the Delaware River for future generations.
Don't drill the Delaware! 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 This is our water!